Well, hello, YouTube. Okay, these lights are really bright today. Let's see if I can fix that just a little. All right, there we go. So, it has been some time. How is everyone? How are you doing? I'm not doing all that great. And physically, I'm fine. Work is fine. I think I may extend for a few more months. I should find out hopefully at the end of this week. And yeah, Nanowrimo. I think it is going to be a bust for me this year. I did prep. I planned. I have stories in place, things to get to writing, ideas flowing, but I have not been able to sit down in front of a computer and write. With the exception of my blogs and my newsletter, the story stations, I have not done any writing. Well, okay, there was a day or two where I did manage to get something done, but I don't really count that day because it was under 250 words, and to me, that's a thought. So that's not much to scribble down and like write home about. And I want to change that. And I think I have diagnosed my own problem. This happens to be the same time last year where I fell into the winter blues. It was so cold. I mentally was not prepared for that kind of weather here in South Korea, and it just bogged me down. I spent almost every day in my apartment. I didn't venture out or go anywhere. So when I say that, I mean I hibernated like never before. Usually when I hibernate, which is every year. I mean, I'm an introvert, so I spend the weekends in my place, but I would go out. Like I would go outside, take photos, vlog about going to different coffee shops. Like I still let people know, at least on social media, that I was alive and well. But last year that did not happen. I would go days, sometimes weeks, without really talking to anyone. And I missed a lot of deadlines last week, or not last week. I'm sorry, last year, and I don't want that to happen this year. So I'm coming to YouTube because I need to have like tangible proof that I am making an effort to really push myself to get to Nanowrimo. Honestly, it's not looking good. Again, I'm in South Korea, and today is 11/11. Also known as Singles Day, and I want to get some writing in. So I am coming to YouTube. I'm making this live to remind myself that I made a promise to myself to get stuff done. I haven't even gone to the Nanowrimo website to like put in my goals or anything. And I hear that the new website is a bit tricky to navigate first time around. So I'm not looking forward to that, which is just yet another reason for me to postpone doing that. So my goal, because I've realized over the years, I don't tend to write novels straight away. I tend to write novelettes, and I compile them together to create a novel. That type of writing works for me. In general, I try not to think about the words. I just try to write, and then at the end, oh, how many words did you get? And it's like, oh, I don't know. Let me just, oh, okay, cool. On average, when I do sit down and write, I usually write about 1K to 2K words. Because I love writing short stories. That's how this whole thing started. Really, I love writing short stories. I love writing poetry, even though no one really reads my poetry, no one buys my poetry. I love writing it. It makes me happy, and that's probably that's definitely why I continue doing it. But there are some changes in the way of that as well. I'm making plans, and I think besides winter blues kicking in, I think the other reason why my writing is suffering is because I keep thinking about all the things that I need to do to prepare for my plans for next year as an author, like the business aspect of things. I finally have started really cracking down on that. I mean, it was crazy. Like I already had my work copyrighted, but I didn't have like the licensing, not licensing, but like I didn't have fully all of the business aspects of my authorship solidified, if you will. And that really was daunting and it was scary to me because I know better. I seriously, I know better. Given my previous profession besides writing, I know better. I know how important it is to have the correct paperwork and all these things on the way so that you can, you know, officially, legally, like work under whatever titles you've given yourself and all that stuff. And I had to really sit down last week and really like map everything out. And unfortunately, this is the part that really kills me. I can write all I want, but as far as getting my work out there to everyone, I gotta start putting money towards it. So having said that, I came up with a plan because money is always just a thing, and being fiscally responsible is just it's the pits. But we gotta do it. And no, I'm not asking for money. I know everyone's like, wait, is she about to ask for money? Oh, I gotta go check on this thing and just leave. But no, I'm not asking for money. I just want to tell you guys my plans. So I do have my bi-weekly playlist, which is the story stations. The link is in the comments below. If you are interested in following me more to find out more about the behind the scenes things that I am working on for next year, you can just copy and paste the link into your web browser history and join us there. I also have plans to open up an e-store, like an Etsy, I think. Yeah, Etsy store. But that's all I'm going to tell you, because those that join the story stations, they get the full Monty, if you will. They get the full Monty on the 15th, because I send out my playlists on the 15th and the 30th, 31st of each month, depending on how the month falls. So if you join us over there, you'll find out exactly what's going on with that, because like I said, that's the only writing I've done. I've only written my newsletters and my blogs, and I don't really count that towards Nanowrimo because those aren't towards a novel. Those aren't towards a novelette or a novella. So that to me doesn't really count. So yeah, I am finding ways to keep myself busy, and I'm giving myself deadlines, and I'm not only giving myself deadlines, but I'm posting those deadlines online to hold me more accountable, because like I said before, last year, deadlines, medline, I didn't care. They came and went like the cold. And yeah, I don't want to do that this year. So yeah, you can join me over there on the story stations for more information about that. And I am reviving my YouTube channel yet again. So I wanted to start with this live. And I believe the plan is, if I have to check, because I have this here, my author's journal, which I neglected for far too long. So I'm back at it. Here, I have mapped out my plans for next month. And that requires me to get some serious writing done in the next 2 weeks. So wish me luck. Let me know in the comments how you all are doing. Are you even participating in Nanowrimo? Are you listening to this video like, what is a nano wamama thingy? Let me know in the comments. How are you doing if you are participating in Nanowrimo? Is using the website as challenging as I've heard it has been? Just in general, talk to me. Let's get reconnected, because I gotta admit, I do miss being on YouTube in this capacity. And I know for Nanowrimo, they have the virtual write-ins, and I'm thinking of possibly doing that on YouTube as well. So if you guys are interested in that, please let me know in the comments and we can work it out. I've done this before over on Facebook and Instagram, and I call it Sprint and Share because I do it on Saturday nights. So it's called Sprint and Share Saturdays. And we sprint live. And then at the end, if you are feeling interested or you want to get some critique, then the floor is yours to share whatever it was that you wrote. So with that being said, I am now completely relieved that I've shared all this with you guys, because last year was rough and I do not want a repeat of last year at all. So I am bringing it to YouTube because that's what we do nowadays. We take our problems in social media and see what happens. And I'm glad that I did, because I do feel better. I feel confident. And I know that going forward, I have this video to look at to remind me to get November, like just get Nano done as best as I can. Oh, excuse me. I just had dinner. Sorry. So, yeah, after this, I'm going to go to Nanowrimo, the website, and I'm going to see what all the fuss is about. And I'm going to go ahead and put in my goals, which I feel really bad now because my goals are very easy. Because again, I write novelettes. So my personal goal was 25K. I was going to push for the 50K, and I still am, because that's just me. Like if I do the math, I could still knock out 50K. But my personal goal is 25K because I like that speed for me. That tends to work best for me as far as word count and the stories that I write in general. So yeah, I'm super excited now. Sorry. I just got really excited. I was like, oh wait, I get to go put okay. I get to put my words to the thing. So yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go NaNoWriMo, and then tonight I have designated an hour to write. And knowing me, if I do complete the entire hour and not get distracted by anything online, I'll roughly have 800 words. And I'm happy about the prospect of that. So thank you so much for listening. And again, feel free to join us over at the Story Stations, where I share on the 15th and the 30th my writing journey, as well as free short stories. Sometimes I even give you guys a playlist to listen to as you read. So yeah, feel free to stop by. And with that being said, continue reading, continue writing, continue loving the process. This has been Kay McCoy, and I'm signing off. Good night. Bye.